Hi, I'm Teacher Salve, co-founder of Bright School of Online Learning. I'm an early childhood educator, just like my mom, whose name is Sol. At the same time, I'm a kiddie party host. So today, join us as we make learning materials for our students. And as we do this together, I'll also be answering some questions from an IG story that I posted a few days back. Right now, I'm currently opening Instagram to check out your questions. Let's get started! So how do you get back on your feet after hearing discouraging comments about your profession? Good questions! Why did you choose to be a teacher? Walang pera dyan. Laro-laro lang naman kayo dyan. Is that even a real job? You know, I'd be the biggest hypocrite if I tell you that I no longer get affected. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you really have to have a deep-rooted why. You have to keep asking yourself, why am I still doing what I'm doing? For me, the why has always been the children. I've always wanted to make a change in one's life, specifically on how he or she will perceive and live it. I don't want them growing up thinking that they have to play with certain toys only, they have to dress up a certain way to be respected, that mom has to stay at home and dad has to be the one to go to work. I feel like one of my missions in life is to help little children understand that the world is constantly changing and the best people they can possibly be would be themselves and not who society wants them to be. Okay, game. What is the biggest challenge of being a preschool teacher, especially in this online setting? Honestly, this is the hardest question because there are numerous challenges in the online setup. But if I have to choose one, it is that should I still do the honor in public, correct in private principle that I've always believed in? In the online setup kasi, diba, everyone is looking. All the guardians are there, all the students are there because it's synchronous, diba? It means you're all doing everything at the same time. So for example, if you have a student who says something rude, how do you give him timely feedback? How do you tell him right then and there that, oops, what you said was not so nice? At the same time, without embarrassing him or her. So super important talaga to be flexible and to know when to do what. Case-to-case basis siya. Sometimes you can give a general reminder to everyone right after the incident. So parang teachable moment siya. Or also, you can ask the student to stay after class, stay in the Zoom meeting muna, so that you can talk about it. Okay, next. Sabi dito, where do you get all the patience? As cheesy as this may sound, I'd like to think that my patience comes from love. Genuine love for the children and for the profession itself. Kasi everyday ine-imagine ko, itong mga batang to, whom I've learned to love, will be our future leaders, will be our future workers. So if I don't give them patience now, to teach them, to love them, anong klaseng bukas ang meron tayo? How did you plan out your life after college? I personally like this question because if you know me well, you would know that I love planning. I have my own personal calendar. Even when it's time to drink milk, I write it down. And you know what? Writing is so therapeutic. Diba? Gaano man karami o kaonte yung nasa isip mo, nakikita mo yung bigger picture when you write down everything. So to answer your question, I wrote everything down. Honestly, ang dami kong gusto maging. You can be as creative as you want to. You can even use Canva to make your own career timeline. So I'm trying to look for it, but I actually made one as well through Canva. There, I found it. So I wanted to show you the cute steps I made. Okay, so basically, cute steps in making my future plans happen. So, CUTE. If you like, you can also make your own acronym. But for me, first, continue monitoring mood and glucose. So, that's for my bipolar disorder and type 1 diabetes. Use Excel sheet to monitor expenses. I think this is so important because ang daming gastusin, diba? You have to know if kaya pa, if your plans are still realistic and feasible. Third, take time to rest and sleep. This is so important. Take care of yourself, right? Actually, even the last one, exercise and maintain proper diet. Mental health and physical health really go hand in hand. So you have to make sure that you're okay, that you will live long enough to fulfill your plans. How do you reward yourself in your chosen profession? Skincare. More than makeup kasi, I've always been in love with skincare. I'm not the type to put a lot of products on my face because medyo sensitive yung skin. Today, I'm rewarding myself with chamomile tea because I love tea. But before that, let's do skincare, my favorite part of the day. So much for joining me today. I had fun packing the kits and answering your questions too. Do I regret my decision being an early childhood educator? The answer will always be no. I love being Teacher Salve, and I know it's always going to be that way.